Now, that setup seems wildly impractical. How are we going to reach the teapot from all the way over here? Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis. Last time, we took on a quest in Emir, taking out some creepy sheep. That was actually their name. And this time, we are going to recruit our last person. And I think it'll just be that. But first, we're going to start off with Monica and offering her the superb dishes. I have gotten all of our dishes, all of them up. So, what is the last one? I think the cappuccino is the last one. So we can see, oh, wait, you can't see there. The cappuccino is, I believe, Gaius? I think is the best result for that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I believe it is Gaius. And, yeah. I do have all of the superb dishes, which we will now offer to Monica. Thank you very much. This looks delicious. This will really help me make my lunchboxes as delicious as possible. Let me know if you have any more. She will say that for quite a while. I believe the first one is at 7. So we are at now 5. This is our 6th. 7. What a dish! This looks great! Thank you so much for always bringing me stuff like this. Here, they're not much, but I hope they'll help. Get 3 tear bombs. If any more of these come your way, please bring me. I'll come up with the most perfect lunchbox yet. It is really not much. So yeah, after 7 you get your first one. I do not remember the numbers off the top of my head. I can't really find it anywhere, so I think I feel like 11 is right. Nope. So this would be 12, and 13, and is it just every 7? Could be. It's one of the tastiest looking dishes I've ever seen. Thank you for bringing it my way. Not much, but let me give you these for your trouble. 3 Tiro bombs. If you want to crush any superb dishes, let me know. We'll give you the gorgeous salad. So I just wanted to take care of that while I was here. Also, like I said I would last time, I did off-screen redo everything, including the boss fight again, and that whole quest. The cat's still freaking out, because that's what cats do.
Hey there, Reen. Alright.
Let's go and report. So yeah, I managed to capture them, so we do have the +2 for creepy something. Draga Omega.
Well, that's very
impressive. I think we might have. I think I feel like I recall saying that, so I just hadn't reported it yet. Oh.
Where do you want to go?
Well, our next stop is Kelvin. Yeah. Because we do have one more request that we need to grab. And first things first, actually, no, it doesn't matter. We will need Emma in the party for this one, but it's similar to Eustace and Paula, where you can still accept the quest regardless. There is a little bit of extra dialogue,
okay,
and I forgot to change the bike.
I've got this.
But you know what? Let's use the force.
Enemy sighted.
Excuse me, you. You're like level 30.
Now.
Got you. We did it, Elisa.
We really do make a great team.
What? We're like level.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that? Whatever.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
Yes, we are aware of that fishing spot. That is true. At this point, it wasn't mentioned to us before, but we can move on to Croydon Highway 3. And I believe also 2 we can go to.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check that. I don't quite remember. Are some new enemies here as well. Hey, this here's my home storehouse. We got loads of crops stored here, but we did before those provincial army guys came and took most of them. That's bad enough. Now the army's gone and left too. Feels like we lost them for nothing, you know. We ain't got enough money to buy seeds to plant more either. Damn, that's rough. It's rough, buddy. Let's just wait for Even worse, we're going to bring a monster to your doorstep, Gout.
We got this.
Couple new enemies here, just
No
as
problem.
before. We have the white feelings as well as the peach palms.
Now's our chance. I'll back you up. Of course.
Of course, Emma,
Analyzing the enemy's
go and
vitals.
detect her that peach palm.
Analysis complete.
I'll handle this.
Good work there.
Marcus, activate!
Maybe they'll survive.
Huh.
Maybe the white felines will survive, I don't know. Yeah, see, we're fine.
Right. Fire.
Pop you.
Yes, sir.
Punch.
Now's our chance.
There!
No, okay, we hit
I'll
the...
handle this.
Milliam's attack has a small range to it,
Here I go.
right?
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
Detector, the white feline.
Right.
Doesn't really matter what it says for these, because they are basic enemies. They are very easy to defeat.
We made it out in one piece.
These guys can be pretty decent for grinding if you feel like it. We won't really need to, though.
Fire.
Some ground bait, that's actually pretty nice. I eventually should do fishing like I know I said I would at some point. Peach Palm, just wait for you to turn around.
We got this.
Two of them, easy peasy. Let's... Yeah, we can just Molten Rain.
You're not getting away. Molten Rain. Now.
And I'm going to save the burst for the EX
I'll
chest,
handle this.
the trial chest, or whatever it's called.
Of course.
I'm very prepared for this at all times, clearly. Is there a set area one? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, dark matter will work.
Righto. Now.
And I feel like Emma will do even more damage than Eustace did, because
I'll handle
of
this.
her insane abilities, even with Eustace having a
How
buff to his
pathetic.
arch strength. I'm probably gonna switch out Eustace's Master Quartz, honestly. What do I have for Master Quartz? Event abnormal status. Could do Murakumo. That'd be pretty decent. I do like Juggler quite a bit. Pick him a heavy hitter. Yeah, we're gonna go Murakumo. Make Eustace a bit better at physical attack than magic attack. Because, again, Eustace is just such a weird character to me. Eustace and Milliam, speaking of Eustace, of course, I do want to see the pun, so... I switch Eustace out of the party real quick. Milliam is doing her best to get Eustace and Moxus to come play with her, but sadly, her efforts thus far have just been useless. I love the puns so much. They're so bad, and I love terrible puns. Oh, do either of you have information or any way to examine? No. Good thing I checked. Move information and... Sure. Let's do that.
Very well. I will serve as your opponent.
This fight! Oh boy, this fight. It's actually kind of difficult.
My turn.
We're already taking some pretty heavy damage. Enduranosaurus and the gold...
Marcus, activate.
Goblinosaurus.
There. Good job.
There!
And we can't burst, because we're only 2 people. Kind of forgot about that.
Huh.
Let's just go and examine these two. course, we do a little bit more damage to the big guy, but that is kind of what I want.
Come on, Lammy!
Geigen Breaker. Take out both of the godlies. Yes, it does. That's very good to start off with.
My turn.
Of course, still not great, but it's something. Let's hero Milliam.
Thanks!
We do have the physical reflect from Aegis.
Righto!
We do have a holy craft.
Activate!
I'm surprised that I actually have Milliam set up for healing, but I suppose that
I
kind of makes
suppose I
sense.
should thank you.
Milliam's a very good support / tank character.
Very well.
Stop.
This is it.
And
After
we
me,
will
no
rush.
Okay!
Man, it would be really nice if I had use of overdrive right now.
Yes, sir! Arcus,
So yeah,
activate!
Milliam will hold
I'll
breath.
handle this.
Eustace will. Well, you know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. He has plenty of health left. We have time.
Yeah!
I suppose I should thank you.
A little more healing up.
My turn.
Gonna keep bopping.
Arcus, activate.
Sure. We can analyze now, I guess. On our Enduranosaurus. No, this is the Goblinosaurus. The other ones were the Enduranosaurus.
This might be bad.
I'm smart.
Here goes! Yeah!
Alright, nothing is running low on
I
EP.
suppose
Am
I
I
should
actually
thank
going
you.
to have to use an EP charge for
My
once?
turn.
Absolute nonsense. What is this? Ooh. Crit coming up. Okay.
Yes, sir!
Do I have any foods that boost up CP? As in, anything that gives me 70? I doubt it. Yeah. What about something that can give me some strength up? What do we got? HP strength 50.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm done for. Come on,
Alright.
Lammy!
Let's nuke him. With a giant hammer. I like Mochi hammer too. I've never tried Mochi, but it seems like it's really good. And it also helps that I'm a weeb, so I'd be fine eating like any Japanese cuisine. Almost.
Very
What
well.
do you have left? 237. You're close, Milliam.
What
Look
a
at
waste of our
one
time.
item there.
Let's go.
2 items. Whatever, it's fine. Well, then we get Fortuna R.
A ma-
We're at Fortuna, rather. Either way. Eustace and Milliam can now overdrive, and their bond is strengthened. They are now best friends.
Righto!
Clearly. We're gonna keep on moving along. We are still kind of delaying. Again, like most of these quests, it is pretty short to get our person. As we first
There's
ignore
a
him.
treasure chest close by.
For a treasure chest over here, which is Judgment Bolt. We have seen that a few times on Sarah. Aren't you class 7? Fidelio, it's good to see you. I wasn't expecting to run into you guys here. You really never know what fate has in store for you. Can't say I expected to see you here either, but I'm always happy to find another Thor student safe and sound. Mind telling us what you've been up to since the war broke out, but you've got plenty to share on our end too, actually. The mystery is solved, so you're the ones in charge of the courageous. I've been doing what I can to resist the Alliance, and you can't do that without someone bringing you guys up. Pardon me, but why resist the Alliance? You're an upper class student. Maybe so, but that doesn't matter to me. I can't bring myself to accept the Alliance's overbearing methods. That's why I've been traveling around and gathering info on what's going on from a neutral position. I thought the best contribution I could make was to capture the truth through my camera. To me, it comes as no surprise that many nobles would also find themselves opposed to the Alliance's ways. Rex did something similar when he ran into him, actually. He's been traveling around taking pictures with his camera, too. Yes, I'm glad to hear it. Is it hard to do all this by yourself, though? Oh, I'm not alone. I've got Dorothee with me. We've been watching each other's backs so we can keep out of trouble for a while now. Dorothee's with you? Is she alright? She's that girl from the literature club, right? The one with the weird hobby. Something involving love between... Now's not the time, Celine. Where's she now? Sorry, I don't know, actually. She came back from an info gathering not long ago, but she was gone again the second my eyes were off her. Nearby footprints suggest she headed in the direction of the East Celtic Highway, but beyond that, I'm clueless. So she disappeared? What if something happened? Your guess is as good as mine. She didn't leave me any notes or anything to go by. I'd like to go and search for her, but I'm worried she'll make her way back while I'm gone and we'll miss each other. I want to go with you now that you've come all the way here, but do you mind waiting until she's come back? Oh, waiting isn't an issue. If you can't leave the spot, won't be better. Yeah, we're gonna go look for her. Wait, are you sure? Of course. The sooner you two can get back together, the better. Things may be less dangerous around here now, but there's still a chance she's gotten caught up in something too. Yeah, and I'd hate for that to turn out to be true while I was busy waiting here. If you're willing, I'd really appreciate it. We may both work out where she's gone by following her mana. Let's follow the footprints for this East Celtic Highway as a start. See what I can do from there. Just to say it now, she will be at point D, where we met up with Fee
shall we begin?
Elliot for the first time. I couldn't remember if who was
Analyzing
Elliot, or
the
just
enemy's vitals.
Fee and Elliot. Because we had already met up with Matthias.
Analysis complete.
So, yeah.
Right. Let's go.
Sure.
My turn.
Why?
Arcus, activate.
Well, at least they bounced right back to where they were.
What a waste of our
There
time.
we go. Pretty
Let's
easy.
go.
38 seconds for a battle.
I'm so...
Always good. 79 as the level for
Let's get going.
Lisa. Yeah, we use this right along. So yeah, we go onto the highway. We can just avoid there. Sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And she won't appear unless you have the... Is there not a fishing spot here? It seems like a good spot for a fishing spot, but oh well. Not to be. This will be a little bit longer, but so that's fine. At this point, we can just... it won't be too long of an episode, I don't think.
Let's not overestimate ourselves. Stay focused.
I can faintly sense Dorothee's mana in this area. Mean she might be somewhere nearby? Hey, give that back, please! Wait a minute. It sounds like her. That book isn't for eating. It's both very valuable and important to me. Very, very, very important. Just, you know, give me the book and I'll walk away peacefully. Like me trying to talk to them as if they understand a word of what I'm saying. Dorothee! Emma? Reen? Please, leave this to us. Leave her alone, you're fighting us.
Well, shall we begin?
I'll handle this.
Literally unplayable, the black sheep. None of them have a book on their head.
Gotcha!
Literally unplayable.
What?
Ow.
No problem.
Sure, let's barrage there. Why not? Change things up from Molten Rain.
Righto!
I always use Molten Rain. I'm gonna do something different this
Now's our
time.
chance!
There!
I'm gonna save up for a blast as well. I probably could toss out like a Lord Alberian, but no.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
Ooh, this is actually kind of low on HP. I mean, he'll survive this next hit,
I've got it.
but
Very well.
well, then
No,
upset
you
didn't even hit.
This is it.
Sword did not do much damage.
This isn't.
He did not survive that next hit.
Right back at ya! Yes, sir! Arcus, activate! No problem.
Slowly keep doing stuff.
Arcus, activate!
Let's go and revive Usis. pretty good damage there. Eustace is back up on his feet.
Thank you.
Only to immediately get killed by Black Sheep, no doubt. Oh, he does. Nice job, Eustace.
Of course.
Let's do Aster Flare. I like never use Endless Crafts other than Detector.
No problem.
That's what I'm gathering from this. You know what? I said that I was just not going to, but oh, okay. I said I could use a Lord Alberian. This isn't Lord Alberian. This is Judgment Arrow. To me, it doesn't really look like an arrow. It looks more like a laser beam, but to each their own. Emma levels up to level 79. Very nice as well. Hey, my precious book is safe. Thank you all so much for your help. We're just glad that you're alright. By the way, that book wouldn't happen to be... Oh, but of course an extremely precious book I was able to rescue from the Academy. An engaging and beautiful tale starring the lives and passionate loves of several young boys in the springtime of their youths. I was enthralled in its steamy pages while waiting for Fidelity when all of a sudden these monsters took it right from my hands. Steamy? Well, romance novels between boys has been a popular genre among young ladies as of late, I believe. It amazes me how much trouble you've gone through to take that lowbrow smut from the Academy. Why would a book's pages be steamy? Let's save that discussion for when you're older, please. See what you will. I'm so glad we were able to save from becoming monster food. Don't think what brought you guys here anyway? Tail down on the way back. I think we should be going back to where Fidelio is now. Thank you so much for saving her. I can't believe you wandered off like that. I keep telling you, it's too dangerous to be acting alone. Well, I am sorry for worrying you, but protecting the purity of some of these beautiful boys was simply something I had to do. Oh my, just the thought of them makes me feel as if my heart were punctured by the flaming arrows of unbridled passion. Oh, I wish she can dedicate herself so wholeheartedly to her interests even at times like these. The rest of me, her devotion is a little more than excessive. More than a little excessive. That's neither here nor there. She's safe, and now that I know you, and now that I know that, I'd be happy to join you. Naturally, I'll be rejoining you too. I'll be sure to repay you for saving me. I really missed you, Emma. I've missed you a lot too. So we get Fidelio and Dorothee. Fidelio and Dorothee, they don't actually have too much going for them. Dorothee appears on floor 2, and she does sell some books, but it's not like the pawn shop where you can get books that you've missed before. It's just she has a collection of books. It's not much. Alright, I've got a bunch of stuff here that Fidelio wanted me to buy. I need anything else though, so it'd be great if you took it off my hands. It's just a shame I didn't have the chance to buy anything more in line with my interests. War really is hell. So yeah, you can buy the fondue here as well, but it's not much. I'm glad we have Dorothee on board. No, really I am, but I am kind of concerned about her. If anything, she's more enthusiastic about her passions than even Thor's. Emma, would it be a dear to pass the book over there? What a perfect reference for me. I mean, what better reference than the steamy stories with beautiful boys? I'll help you here, please. I think you're better equipped for this than I am. Just trying to stop from turning every shelf into a minefield. I wasn't sure if Instructor Thomas had anything to say. As for Fidelio, he has one of the weirder things with him. I have an odd question, but you won't happen to need any before developing a solution, would you? Not more than I needed to board before I boarded, so if you need some, by all means, let me know. Yeah, he sells film that you can eat. Yeah. Yeah. He is also important for later on. He will give you a master... I believe it is him that gives you a master quartz for finding enough... for doing enough enemy entries. And I believe Dorothee is the same for some book entries.
Alright.
Let me just get the...
Well, that's very
extra
impressive.
AP.
Adios.
And that will do it for this time. And next time, we'll be taking care of the final quest before getting our preparations for our main mission. Just, of course, that's gonna be what's coming up next. But until then, see you guys later.